Okay, we're just gonna punch up the highlights on the Huscarls. The House Carls, if you will. Gently set these over here. Now, while that's going, strong. We're gonna, that shit that just straight up makes your like mouth fall off. Yeah. Okay.
Ash-choked wastes of a dying world, the Iron Warriors begin their siege. They are remorseless, unbreakable, clad in ancient plate, with the scars of 10,000 campaigns. This cold and bitter force is led by Kravek Morn. He is the architect of ruin, carved from hatred and cold iron. He has broken 100 worlds and forgotten every one of them. Standing stoically against the Iron Tide is a unified Space Marine force. They are united by necessity and bound by duty. But even brothers in arms cannot silence the thunder of Morn's warp strike. Today, brother bleeds brother once more as the hammer of chaos strikes the anvil of man.
Yeah.
So you guys are just like State Farm, right?
It's time for the Iron Warriors. It's crazy. 10 years, 11 years I've been doing this and been using Iron Warriors because they're silver. But now, lo and behold, here we are. Iron Warriors are here, baby, being led up by Big Daddy Warsmith himself, Kravik Morn. He is here and is going to be joining a unit and is going to be joining a unit of 3 mutilators. Well done to Fletcher for doing such a beautiful job on these units. Thank you to Games Workshop for sending these through early enough for us to get them ready for today's battle report. I should mention I'm using the Warp Strike Champions in... And along with these lovely new units, I'm also using a new detachment from the Reign of Iron book as well. So the Warp Strike Champions is my detachment of choice. So lots of Obliterators, lots of Mutilators, and lots of Terminators. Speaking of Terminators, we've got a couple more characters. We have a Chaos Lord in Terminator armor. He's going to be joining a unit of 5 Terminators. And I've given him Zagula, which is a fun name for an enhancement to make him very, very choppy in combat. I've then got a Sorcerer in Terminator armor, which I've given the Eye of the Warp enhancement to allow them to re-roll their charge rolls each time they're set up on the battlefield, which is very nice. And he is joining a unit of 5 Terminators as well. Last character is a Demon Prince with wings. And because he has the Deep Strike ability, I've given him Aksha's Binding Runes, which allows him to come in earlier from Deep Strike, which is very nice indeed. I've got 2 more units of 5 Terminators as well, characterless, but full of malice and death. I've got 2 units of 2 Obliterators as well for some extra deep striking ability and for some tasty firepower. And then, to finish it off, we've got the Defiler. Here it is! Big Bye Defiler, looking wonderfully magnificent with all of his weapons, which I'll cover when we're in the game. This is a very special day for me. It's 2,000 points of Iron Warriors delight, but also with some Black Legion stuff as well, because we need to combine our forces to crush the Imperium. Let's do it. here, you bunch of demons? It's the Ceramite Sentinels. We're going to shoot you loads. I am quaking in my little Ceramite boots today because there is a defiler to deal with, and I don't really know how I'm planning to deal with this. It's a very exciting new model, but to celebrate that, I've put 2 colours of Space Marines on the board, so they both can be chopped for your viewing pleasure. The Ceramite Sentinels does have an interesting detachment rule with its adapted defence, so when I'm in a terrain feature, I'll be able to re-roll once to hit into wound, which, given how much terrain there is in 40k at the moment, could come up quite a bit. I also get the entrenched keyword that as that comes up in the game, I'll explain what it all means, but it can give me a buffet of extra benefits, which is very nice. The Warlord today is Darnath Lysander, and he'll be joining a unit of 10 Terminators. I'm up against a lot of Terminators, so expect lots of Terminator on Terminator action in this here battle report. I also have 2 captains, one in the Ultramarines colours, which will have the Spy Skull data link and will be leading a unit of Stern Guard, which means he can ignore cover, which will be very, very handy for their low AP weaponry, to hopefully cut through some Ceramite hides. I do also then have a Librarian in a unit of 10 Hellblasters. He has the Castellan Omnivox, which I like to think represents his psychic powers, which does allow them to fall back and do one or 2 things, either do an action when they fall back, which could be handy, or fall back and shoot, which is kind of what I'll probably use, given they're Hellblasters. I do then have 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts for a little bit of extra high-caliber firepower, and a unit of 6 Blade Guards to run around the board and chop things to death, which will be riding around inside of a Land Raider for some extra firepower. And then, to round out the list, I have a Ballistus Dreadnought. Mainly because it's cool, and it has some las cannons on it, which might help me deal with the Defiler. I'm expecting all of the Dreadnoughts to be cut in half by this Defiler. It's very, very lovely. Fletcher's done a wonderful job painting it up. And it's also very exciting. So let's see what else the Iron Warriors have in store for me.
Today's mission is Taken Hold, being played on a tipping point deployment.
Well, well, well. We meet again. A united Chaos Front, a united Space Marine front. This is very exciting.
It is exciting.
4 flavours of a delicious buffet.
You exist.
I do.
How exciting.
I do. I mean, I had to take some Black Legion stuff because,
Of course.
you know, some of them have been playing Black Legion, but that's fine. It's what Iron Warriors at heart, being led by Kravik Morn for crying out loud.
It's an Iron Warriors character.
It's beautiful.
In plastic.
My goodness!
Very exciting.
I'm going first
Very well.
today. Oh, I should also mention I've got some stuff for Deep Strike.
Got lots of things to do, Joe.
Terminator Chaos Lords and Sorcerer in Terminator armour with their
Already,
5.
the warp has confused us.
Kravik Morns with the Mutilators.
Oh!
Mutilators.
That's terrifying.
And my Demon Prince is up there as well, and he can come down. He can come down.
That's
one.
like a damn
Thank
smack
you.
in the face.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. What have you
I've got some Space Marines. 10 Terminators in Deep Strike. They come down normally.
Yeah, that's good for them.
I can do some bits when I get into terrain, but
You're in my Warp Hurricane now.
I am.
I'm going first.
You are.
As I've already said, I've drawn my cards.
You have.
I must
You must.
secure no man's land,
Okay.
and I must mark you kill your mark for death targets.
Those 3 behind the wall.
Fair enough. This is some nice looking terrain. This drop pod here.
Yes.
I am going to get a nice juicy CP for mark for death, I think.
Maybe.
But for now, I'm going to warp flicker my way forwards.
Not again. Not again.
Every great army needs a stronghold, and yours just got one. Introducing the Magcase 2.0 from Tabletop Stronghold. This is no mere carry case. This is a display shrine for your tiny plastic heroes. Inside, you'll find steel trays, adjustable heights for every model from Grok to Knight, and magnets included for all of your bases. They're strong, they're safe, and they can literally hold a 250-pound wizard. The Magcase 2.0 keeps your army locked in place, whether you're crossing the country or tripping over your cat. And if you're thinking, but surely, B, that kind of craftsmanship must cost a fortune. Well, think again, nerd. Right now, Tabletop Stronghold is offering our viewers a 25% discount using the code TACTICS25 at the checkout or using the link in the description. Tabletop Stronghold is even throwing in free shipping to the US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and most of the EU. But wait, there's more! When you're ready to unleash your minis on the battlefield, you can upgrade your game with some MDF terrain. This is modular, tournament-ready terrain, supporting all 8 current competitive layouts. And don't forget, glue is temporary. Magnets.
Local tax experts are here. Now you can meet with a TurboTax expert in your community. They can do your taxes for you and get you every dollar you deserve. Local tax experts are here. Hand off your taxes with confidence.
Your perfect domain is out there. Go to Wix and make it yours. Claim your space online. Own your name, your brand, your breakthrough. And the rest just clicks. It all starts with a domain. What's yours?
Oh, forever. Let's begin the movement phase with my obliterators. I'm spending a command point on warp flicker, so they can advance and shoot and charge. So I've advanced over to here to get this middle objective for secure no man's land, but also have my guns ready to fire upon your yellow hull. No such warp flickering over here, but the Terminators are advancing their way up the board, making use of the terrain to get themselves in position for later on. And finally, Ashkur's binding runes have been utilised. The Demon Prince deep striking in the middle of the board in turn 1 to take the centre objective. Movement's done. 1 unit to shoot. I've not moved with a defiler because he can't see anything and will just be shot in return.
Yeah, we don't want him getting shot straight away.
So for now, he's actually using a giant Rubik's Cube with his claws. Perturabo made it for him.
Just to keep him busy.
The Iron Cube.
Before he begins his defiling.
Exactly. The Obliterators are going to shoot. Only one of them can shoot with its focused malice because of the range.
See.
18 inches. The other
Yeah,
one
fair
can't
enough.
make it. But I've got the big 3 shots in the D3, though.
Oh, that's not what I want.
And we got Sustained.
Oh. Ooh. What does... Oh, no.
Strength 12. Winning on 3s?
Yeah, winning on 3s.
That's 3 wounds.
Oh, dear. What is the AP here, sir?
The AP characteristic is -3.
-3.
Minus.
I have none of those.
That's 12 damage.
I do subtract damage by 1.
That's 9 damage.
I'm alive.
He's alive! Just about. That's it.
Good turn.
We're waiting now to fizzle and crack our way somewhere else.
My fizzle and cracking Redemptor's nearly dead.
Yeah, so I didn't explain the detachment to you, but basically I can, in young James's turn, select 2 of my obliterated, mutilated Terminator units and put them into a deep strike.
Not a young man anymore.
That's why they're hiding.
I'm old. I'm very tired.
But I have got Secure No Man's Land.
You secured it very well.
Thanks to him and his binding runes, I'm going to discard Mark for Death because now is not the time to be doing that.
Fair enough.
Get another command point and now it's over to you.
Come on. For the fists and the Ultramarines.
Yeah.
Joint forces. An Imperial handshake is what this is. And we're going to use it to then batter you around the head with it.
And a chaotic entanglement.
Oh. I have drawn some cards. Extend battle lines, which is close to similar to what you had, but it's less risky for me, maybe. Although I don't want to go near any of your pieces.
No.
So this could be a problem. I've then got engage on all fronts.
Yeah?
Equally could be a problem.
Maybe.
But you do have a defiler.
I do
It's
have
a well-hidden defiler. So I shan't be able to defile it myself. So I'm going to be cagey and probably keep my blue and yellow powders dry, except for this guy who's only got 3 wounds who might just go on a rampage.
Yeah.
With a mighty 6 on the advance, this Land Raider does 2 things. It advances around the corner to take the objective, and also, because of its advance, means I don't have to advance the Blade Guard into the wind. Yes. This Redemptor, not long for this world, moves forward to try and deal with these here obliterators. The Redemptor at the back also decides to head this way to support his beleaguered brother. Starting to get some movement with the Blade Guard. They are advancing around to here. They should be safe enough from any would-be firepower. And they're starting to move up the board, so if anything comes for the Land Raider, they'll be able to retort with their shiny swords. Time for redemption. The 3-wound Redemptor. Yeah, that's a good sentence for me. He's going to shoot into your obliterators. I'm being a big coward. I'm not going to overcharge.
That's fine.
because I want to try and charge you and take the objective from you.
You could explode yourself.
I could, because 3 wounds, it's a bit dangerous. If I had 4, absolutely would do it.
Yeah.
Right. I did roll big on the macroplasma cannon, and I have got Oath of Moment, which is very nice, because I am degraded, so that will be a problem. OK, well, it's exactly the same roll. Right. To wound you.
Yes.
It will be 2s, for the Oath of Moment is upon ye.
Yes.
That is 4 at -3.
Oh.
A damage of 2.
3 go through. One is obliterated.
Right. Now the macroplasma, not the macroplasma. The other one. The bullet gun is going to shoot now.
OK.
Otius, Motius, Otius, Motius, Motius, and Otius. OK, well, look. Those 6s are exciting, but they'll be more exciting in a second.
Sure would be.
They've not been exciting at all. That is a single wound at AP 0.
OK. I'm fine.
Fair enough.
I thank you for your time.
Fair enough. I shan't bore you with the Storm Bolters. I shan't. A singular charge! The Redemptor Dreadnought into what is left of the Obliterators. An 8! Oh! Marvellous. Well! It's the 5-face.
Your Storm Bolters did nothing.
They did absolutely nothing, yes. Nor did my Icarus rocket pod. Just sort of hit you in the head. Very upsetting. Oh, I'm very disgruntled now. I'm going to punch you though with my fist.
Better than punching with your feet.
Well, speaking of feet, my foot is currently in this building.
Yeah.
So as far as I read this, that means I am getting my adaptive defense. I've adapted on the fly. Put my foot in a building. And now I hit better. So I can reroll hits of 1 and wound rolls of 1, but I have got Oath of Moment, which is a good thing because I'm heavily degraded.
Now, with this new detachment here, I could have had the option of using Armour of Corruption for 2 command points in the fight phase to reduce damage by 1. But in this instance, where I've got 1 Obliterator, I'm not going to worry about it.
I have wounded you thrice.
Thrice wounds.
Thrice woundage.
Thrice woundage. 2 go through.
2 go through. They are 3 damage each.
He's dead.
Is he?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh!
He gets kasplattoed by your fist, not foot.
But if you had have used that stratagem, maybe alive.
Hi, I'm Becca. How can I help you today?
I'll get this ready, Dose.
Here's something new. Really new. A New York-style breakfast. Built bold and stacked right. Try the East...
An OK 10.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. I've extended my battle lines.
Yeah.
May have been a mistake. We'll find out the next time. And I've also engaged on all fronts for 2 victory points.
Yeah. You punched my Obliterator
I did punch him
into hell.
I'm now dangerously close to your choppy bits.
My Demon Prince wants to ask you a question.
Can he not?
Want more tabletop tactics? Then get yourself an on-demand membership. You get at least 3 additional shows every single week, covering Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer the Old World, and much more. That's right, each month our members can enjoy 8 full battle reports, as well as our faction focus and codex reviews, get closer to the team with 4 exclusive talk shows, as well as full access to our thriving Discord server. Members can also benefit from a growing library of painting tutorials from our studio painter, and whilst you enjoy your hobby, you can binge our seasons of RPG content. Right now, new members can access all of this and hundreds more shows for an introductory price of just $4.99 a month or $49.99 for a full year. Join Tabletop Tactics On Demand today and become part of our community.
Back round 2.
You've done a disappearing trick.
I have. I forgot to mention at the end of your turn, I picked up my Obliterators and my Terminators.
Very nice.
Because in this detachment, I can pick up to 2 units.
Up to 2.
As long as they are Obliterators, Terminators, Mutilators.
That's very cool.
So they've gone up, and they will be joined shortly by more deep striking stuff. It'll be like a hailstorm.
No.
Hail, it's bullets.
And demons.
I've drawn my cards. I've got Aerodid and Established Locust, which is a nice twofer.
It's very nice for you, isn't it?
I've got some stuff coming down, which
You're going to top of my statue.
I certainly might do. We'll begin the movement phase with the Terminators. I'm spending a command point on Warp Flicker again to allow them to advance and shoot and charge. This is mainly to get onto the objective, but also to bring some combi weapons to bear, just in case I can pop this Rhino this turn.
Rhino, how dare you?
And then the Defiler. He is able to move through terrain of any size, so he moves directly this way to bring his various weapons to bear against not the Rhino, the Land Raider.
Thank you.
The Demon Prince turns his attention to the beleaguered foe over here and flies over to try and finish off this Redemptor. Movement is complete. Kravik Morn and the Mutilators are down over here.
Great band name.
In front of the Land Raider, which is his Architect of Ruin target, which I didn't mention at the beginning. He can reroll wounds against it. And then once he's killed that, he then puts on something else. He's the Ruinator. Oh no, that's the knight. So they're down there, ready to pounce. I've put the Terminators that were over there.
It's Pouse.